everyone, welcome back to another Age of Empires 4 commentary. I am Beyond, and thank you for joining me for yet another Season 5 video. Today we have, in the teal, as the Mongols, we have Blade 55555, a great streamer and just a great person in the community, put on a few tournaments as well. So if you haven't already, go follow him on Twitch. It's a really good time and quality content. So leave his link in the description below. And today he will be facing Avely, another content creator slash pro player. I believe Avely is currently in the Silver League for the EGC, so really top tier. Both players are Conqueror 3 and some, so this is going to be a very good test. Today we have Avely as the Delhi and as well, which, as you know, the new Ghazi riders are here, so let's see if we see those. And we also have the Keshik, Kazakh, I don't know. The new Mongols Lancer. They're now available in the Feudal Age. Their stats will be popped up right now. They look really good. It's the first lifesteal ever in Age of Empires. So we'll see if that is overtuned, undertuned, or in the middle. And then in the bottom side, as I mentioned, those Ghazi riders pop up their stats right now. They're looking beefy for horsemen, have about a boost in everything from health to attack speed to quickness to speed on the actual map. I mean, they're looking really good. Something that can really, I think, attract a few people to start playing Delhi. It might even get me over here as well. They just look so much fun to play with. A little bit of early aggression, finally, that the Delhi kind of have. They've always been good at producing those early units, especially with the Tower of Victory. But in this case, yeah, I wish that they would change it so I could see which two landmarks they could have, just so I can remind myself of exactly what I am saying. But the good news is that I think that both of these players are going to want to test out the new things on the map, the newest craze, if you will. So yeah. Let's see if we see these things. Let's see if Blade and Avely come through for me in this video. Trying to get out as much content as I can for Season 5. And if you're still here and you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And also drop a like. It will help me get more viewers, which is always great for everyone. More people get to see this wonderful video if you think it is wonderful. Obviously, if not, you can leave. But I don't think you would have made it this far so far. But at the same time, it's also really great because it gets people in this video as well a lot more views on their stuff too. So it's a wonderful thing here, and I've been absolutely loving casting. So let's see if we can continue on going. We have the classic Mongol Tower Rush going down on the gold for the Delhi, but it does look like Avely was able to scoop up a decent amount of gold so far. And I believe, yeah, the Tower of Victory is already going up. So just getting any more stragglers as possible. As you can see, here's the build orders up top. I don't always forget, only sometimes. Blade finally decided to make it. There we go. Finally going to attack those villagers. And at this point now, it was just going to slowly pull them away one by one. Collect the last minute gold and kind of move from there. I don't see any other. The closest gold would be over here. So not terribly far away. But it looks like Avely's going to have to deal with this full-on Tower Rush coming in, which is always really nice by Blade. I mean, it's a little bit of an investment, but now we're going to start to creep the towers into this wood line, which will actually be very annoying for Avely. So if this does actually go down, this is going to be very cumbersome, and it's the Mongol special, right? So we're going to see if Blade decides to follow this little early aggression up with some Lancers coming out, or not Lancers, the Keshik. I don't know, whatever they are. They'll be coming out very shortly. We would have to assume, and we can see that Blade was able to take down the gold over here. And here comes the archery range. This is the stock standard response. It's going to be one of those things where it's the easiest thing to do to kind of kite them back. We have the Scholar doing absolute work, making sure that no one goes down or dies, but it does look like that's going to actually go down. Not healing the correct unit there, so one villager already going down, so great value for Blade. And we'll see if there's enough archers that can pop out fast enough to take this down. I don't think that will be the case, but it's going to be very close. Here it is. Here's the one person that can stop this whole thing. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case, though, because there's only one of them. and there's no Scholar anymore. The Scholar is now popped inside for increased training. I will say there might be a chance where one of them goes down. There they go. One goes down, but now it's going to be really, really annoying for this, and it looks like Ava's going to have to set up shop. Oh, just over here. Decides that it's not even worth moving all the way over, just a little bit over. This will be slightly annoying. And we see the silver tree going down again in the last video. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. But we saw that silver tree got a little bit of nervous, but it looks like it's still the one of choice over here on many of these maps. Where is it going down? It's going down right here. And there it is. There's the stable. So it looks like we're going to get our wish and see the brand new unit. Before we see this gameplay, let me know in the description what you think is going to be more effective, the Ghazi riders or these new units. Let me see, Keshik, that sounds right, or the Keshik. They are kind of expensive, as you can see, in comparison to these early riders, so they should in theory win, right? But that's not always how it works, so we're gonna have to wait and see. And also, it's kind of one of those things too where it will also depend on just how powerful these Ghazi riders are and how much, because of how little they cost in comparison, the amount that Ava is going to be able to produce on the map, which will also play a major role. Now, we do see a few spears on the map already, so that's going to play a major role in these fights if anything comes out. And there's a new unit. I cannot zoom in, which is absolutely devastating, but as you can see, there is a mace involved, which is so cool. I love the small details that Age of Empires puts into this, and just absolutely majestically cruising across the map. Gonna run into the Khan, and there they are, the first battle between the new units. And those Lancers, they look way better, if we're being honest. I will say the Ghazi Rider only has 5 less health, which is actually nuts. Only 3 less attack, but these Lancers are armored, as you can see. No armor over here and armor over here. But here comes the Ghazi Riders. They are a little bit better into these armed units with these maces. It does look like they're getting absolutely smacked by these new Keshik. But I will say, dropping back already. Did lose one. Both sides lost one, but we did see that there was 5 Ghazi Riders plus archers, and there was only 2 Sheet, and they were that good. So looking promising already. We have Blade setting up the young trade on the backhand side, which is always good for this forward aggression. And here we go, meeting up, and we're going to see even more. We have some archers as well on the back end, which I do like this transition, because it's going to also allow him to pick off their archers over here. And still to this day, we have some annoyance going on with this tower over here. And I believe that tower got the upgrade. No, I can't click on it. Yes, I think it did. I think it got the emplacements as well. So we have a squad rolling out. We have Avely deciding, hey, I needed protection from these knights constantly. But I think this is going to be very, very good for the Delhi. This matchup in particular, I think it's going to be still kind of hard because of the new heavy cavalry. But I will say it's very nice in terms of like a lot of other matchups that they're going to be able to match really well. And with the amount of resources that the Delhi can kind of gather on early on with those early production rates, this is going to be really, really strong early on. Some fun feudal play with Delhi as well, which I think is going to be really nice. So we'll see if that actually pans out. There we go, into the tower. The Mongol special, towers everywhere. We do have a wolf trying to do his best to stop this trade. A secret Avely agent. As you can see, there's the auto healing, which is actually really, really nice. It looks like they're not going to be able to get him, but I believe they need to attack to get this. Yeah, so he's going to have to find something. Does it work on like deer and stuff like that? I wonder if Blade's going to test this out for us. Come on, just go attack this deer. Do something. I want to see if it works. Let's see. Yes, it does work. So he read my mind. Maybe he wanted to test it out as well. But as you can see, the health is now going up. So it's not going to be huge, but it went from a useless unit to now it at least has something in the tank, which is always kind of nice, and maybe we can survive a little bit longer. And here we go. We have a full-on battle of horse versus horse. New unit versus new unit. Was short-lived. It is not a major battle. 6 versus 11 currently. So Avely's definitely sitting in the lead, but these These knights are definitely a lot more expensive than these, so it makes sense. And we have a lot more archers coming in the backhand side. Blade does have a sizable amount coming in, so we'll see if Avely's able to catch them off guard. We have Avely going now for these sacred sites, and there's the first charge, looking really, really good. And they're going back here. Oh, they're going right in for the scholar, which is really nice. And as you can see, they're actually healing as they kill, as they go. And they absolutely slice through these Ghazi raiders. These Ghazi raiders aren't really standing much of a chance at all. They're actually surviving for so much longer because, as you can see, as the fight goes on and less units start to hit them, ooh, we have a nice turnaround time over here, so I don't really get to speak fully. But as the longer the fight goes on with less and less units hitting them, they're going to be healing for that much more. So at the tail end, I think is when you're going to really, tail end of fights is when you're going to really see the uptick in the advantages of these Keshik. Keshik. I'm going to say Keshik. And you're going to correct me in the comments, and that's totally okay. I'm always open to it, as you guys know, if you're usually from here. I will say, though, tons of traders, and there is a bug currently. I can't show you actually what it is. As you can see, I saw plus 19, so that's what the plus 19 is what this is. So I have to sit here and wait for this one to check in because there's currently an issue that they can't actually show the per trip. But remember, this is on the new patch, so it's half and half. So it's 19 gold each way, so every time they arrive it's 19 gold. I was in Blade's chat last night. I believe he mentioned that he thinks it might be a slight buff, but we'll have to wait and see how the numbers turn out. It does leave a lot more susceptible open to for impact for non-trading civs, but the Mongols are still in a really, really good spot because of how cheap with the silver tree those merchants actually are. Those traders actually are, as you can see, the reduction cost is only 36 gold, so that's only 2 trips it has to make it back and forth, and that's only half the map. So if it was the full map, it would be just 1 trip across, which makes them still super worth it for the Mongols to go for. So interesting to see if they adjust anything just on the Mongols themselves. It already did receive a nerf, as I mentioned in the last video, but obviously not enough to actually make people from stop using them. We have quite a bit of archers now coming in, but they're not going to do too much damage to these armored units over here. And Blade doing a very smart thing, utilizing this, that they're all healing off of attacking this wall. So even more so in this matchup, Delhi is one of those ones, as they can produce it with all their normal army, the walls. There's even more random walls out in the map, so this is going to be even more impactful in this matchup. And as you can see, 12 units rolling deep across. I keep trying to scroll in, I cannot. And they are looking, they're out for blood. This is what we want. The full-on engage, here we go. Absolutely minces that army in half, and then gets absolutely pinchered, oh no, by the spears in the back end side. Quickly 11 turn 2. Oh my goodness, that was an absolute barbecue. No one died on Blade's side, and everyone died on Avely's side. So I think we can sufficiently say, which they should be, these early knights are a lot better than these juiced early light cavalry, and that's going to be a real problem because these are armor units as well. So these archers are going to do barely anything to them. As you can see, maybe 2 damage per thing, and oh my god, that was personal right there. And now we are in. There's no spears in this army, which I think is a little bit unfortunate for Avely. But I think he just wanted to test out these new units, which is totally understandable. I think in a normal game, there would be lots more spears involved in here. But as you can see, these guys are absolutely rinsing this army and making quick work. And none of them have gone down just yet. We do have one finally going down. But look at how good they are at even diving early on, because they're also getting more health every time they make a strike. And here we go. They are starting to dive the town center, and these villagers are holding on for dear life, but there's nothing they can really do to these armored units. There's just so much early aggression and early power with these going on right now. And Blade is evaporating the entire army for Avely, which even though he is losing, he's only lost 2 or 3 of these bad boys. There they go, 2 more going down. And there it is, GG's from Avely. As you can see, the Spearmen are also doing lots of damage up top. So a great showing between the 2 new units. Let me know what you guys think about each one and how they're going to kind of handle, and what you guys think of the matchup itself. I will say, not looking too good for the Ghazi Riders in this one, but they honestly, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be able to compete. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe and leave a like. And yeah, hope you guys have a great night.